cloudy early tomorrow, chance of thunderstorms. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Right now, 60.
95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Since 1998, the Good Karma Brand's John Moser Children's Radiothon has distributed nearly $3 million to nonprofit organizations serving children in Dodge County and the surrounding areas. You can help make a difference by getting involved today. Help support the cause by donating an item to our 27-hour on-air live auction, hosting a fundraiser event, or making a monetary donation through Venmo. To learn more, visit dailydodge.com/radiothon.
In 1987, the Bucks took on the world and changed basketball forever.
At stake, basketball supremacy in the United States.
Bucks versus the World, narrated by Charlie Behrens, is the new season of Behind the Bucks podcast, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. It's the untold story of the 1987 McDonald's Open, when the Bucks became the first NBA team to face the Soviet Union. Listen now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
Could there be a better name? Auto Value Parts Stores. They aren't just about air fresheners or fuzzy dice. Auto Value Parts Stores are all about parts, auto parts, and advice. Pros who know auto parts with tons of tips when you need them the most. You want real value? Don't go to a place with a cute name. Go to Auto Value. Could there be a better name? I didn't think so. Your Auto Value Parts Store. We've got the parts, we've got the smarts.
From Beaver Dam Lake to Horicon Marsh and everywhere in between, we're talking about what's important in your hometown. This is Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Good morning and welcome into Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Ashton Oberzinski and Kale Zomer up in the WBEV studio with you this morning. And Hometown Today is presented to you by our friends over at Professional Floor Covering. Professional Floor Covering is an Abbey Design Center located at 713 Park Ave in Beaver Dam. They are locally owned, and Randy and his team are here to help you design the perfect space. They have over 1,000 samples of carpet, LVP, hardwood, tile, area rugs, and window finishings. It's so much more than floors. They have a wide selection of kitchen and bathroom countertops, cabinets, tiles, shower inserts, and more. But speaking of the floors, you can choose from many different types, styles, and brands of flooring. They have carpet, hardwood, laminate, LVP, tile, stone, and area rugs. Randy and his team will come out to measure, provide suggestions on type of flooring at price points to meet your budget. Go to PROFLR.com for all your needs. And we are very excited this morning to welcome in Kim and Todd Halverson from the Paddle City Big Band.
Good morning.
How are you both today?
Wonderful.
Great.
Good. Glad to have you, even with all the storms going on. We were able to make it out, so that's great. But you guys are a part of the Paddle City Big Band that's coming to the Beaver Dam Area Community Theater at the end of April. Before we jump into that event, can you kind of talk about your background and how Paddle City Big Band got its start?
Well, I'm a retired band director. I taught in Cambria, Friesen for 28 years, and I'm currently the facilities manager down at the Beaver Dam Area Community Theater. That's what I do. I'm a lifelong resident of Beaver Dam, graduated from Beaver Dam High School in '81, and that's where I am.
Awesome.
And I'm a retired elementary teacher who's always enjoyed playing music and played a lot over the years. And when I moved here a few years ago, there weren't a lot of opportunities for me to play, so I decided to create one. And with Todd's help, we started Paddle City Big Band 4 years ago now.
4 years ago.
And we this will be our 8th concert coming up. That we're really excited and created a cool new venue, or a cool new opportunity, I guess you would say, for people to hear music in our town.
Yeah, and speaking of the Paddle City, how we were talking about it before the show, how it got its name.
That's all Todd.
Well, when you come up with a name, you need to come up with something that's catchy and stuff. Beaver Dam brands itself as the canoe and kayak wants to do that. So we kind of jumped off of that and said, well, why not call ourselves Paddle City Big Band? We kind of ran that by the mayor, Becky Gluen at the time, said, can we kind of jump off of this? She said, we'd be more than happy to. Yeah. So we developed our logo, and that's how we got started.
Yeah, and then your slogan at the end, what is it again?
Jazz here is good.
That's awesome. I love that. No, I always see the water tower, the sign, so it's awesome.
It's kind of what started the whole idea.
Yeah.
The cool new water tower. Yeah.
Can you talk about how, for both of you, creating this band has kind of created a community for you with the music? I know we talked a little bit before the show about, you have 14 area music teachers, 19 musicians as a whole, or members as a whole. Can you kind of talk about that community that you've built now?
Yeah. Well, a big band's a little different because it's only 19 players, and it's kind of like a smaller band situation. And every one person is very important as far as the play, because you have one person on one part, which is kind of cool musically. But we really just I love the big band and jazz orchestra type of music, and I missed playing it. So I just thought this is a perfect opportunity for us to bring in all the great musicians in this town. And there are so many good musicians and so many great opportunities in Beaver Dam to play. But we thought this was one area that there isn't a lot of jazz going on, so we thought we could build on that. And just having these teachers together gives them an opportunity to talk and become better musicians themselves even than they already were when we started this thing. So it's been a really cool thing.
They walking their talk.
Yeah. And having students see their teachers play and work hard and grow, I mean, that's just really cool. But when we have our rehearsals, we have 6 rehearsals before a concert, and we come in, and it's just so great to see everybody, and they have an opportunity to talk about school or, what they're working on, or, and it's just been really cool to support each other that way.
Also exposes them to a lot of different songs. As a band director with a jazz ensemble throughout a school year, you may get to work maybe 6, 8, if you're lucky, 10 pieces of music. These band directors and choir directors and people that aren't directors, that are just community members, we're exposing them to 40 pieces of music a year, a season.
Yeah.
And what areas or what schools are they?
Oh,
a lot of
Let's see.
question.
We've got Beaver Dam. We've got both high school band director,
And
Kyle
choir.
and Colin, and choir, Mark Lefebvre. We've got Deb Battenberg at the middle school is with us. In our trumpet section, we have Kim Lopez, who is the band director at St. Catherine Drexel. Tom Winkers, band director at Marquezan. We have Bob Coons, who is the band director at Cambria-Friesen, who took my place. And we have Sarah Teschke, who's the retired band director at Lamira. And in trombones, we have Aaron Ebersol, who was the band director at St. Pete's, who's the director of Beaver Dam Area Orchestra. We have Josh Hunick, who's the band director at Randolph. We have Mark Lefebvre, again, who is the band director, or the choir director here at Beaver Dam at the high school. Jeff Kasparek, who is retired band director at Monona Grove. And that covers...
the bass.
And Christy Ely, our bass player. She is a retired music teacher from Madison. Eric Dietrich, who is the IT director up at Ripon College. Dave Sneeder, who is our drummer, and he's the business manager at Beaver Dam Area Community Theater.
Dave Sneeder's in that as well.
Yeah.
He was just in for BDACT and the orchestra, and now
We chased him down.
Yep.
And then saxes.
Yeah, and then again, we have Deb Battenberg and Kyle Hendrickson, and we have Robin Kasparek, who is a
Early childhood.
3-year-old childhood over at Cambria-Friesen, and we have
Julie Sneeder.
Julie Sneeder playing Barry sax, and we have Chuck Senna, who is our lead tenor.
Wow, so you have a lot of different communities.
Yep, and then Kim is our piano player and our fearless leader.
That has to be so nice for the teachers, retired and still active, to be able to talk, kind of like you mentioned, to be able to talk and just hear, even if it's outside of music, just having that support system outside of it. So that's awesome that they're able to do that.
Yeah, and it's been really great. I mean, personally, too, just to have some friends, moving in town and creating something new. That has been really fun. Yeah.
Well, we got to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to hear more about the performance on April 26th and your special guest that will be there. That's next on Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
On top of the world or bouncing back, there's no better time than right now to take care of yourself. Marshfield Clinic Primary Care helps you stay on track with recommended screenings and annual visits, or simply connect on your overall well-being. And if you find yourself in need of care quickly, we often offer same-day appointment options. Marshfield Clinic. Enjoy life with confidence. Explore appointment options today at marshfieldclinic.org/primary care.
Got a sweet tooth and a big heart? Join us Wednesday, April 29th from 9 until 11 a.m. for the Good Karma Brands John Moser Children's Radiothon Dessert Auction. Tune in to 95.3 WBEV or watch live on DailyDodgeTV as we showcase incredible desserts, all up for auction, from cakes to cupcakes. You can bid on your favorite treats and help make a difference. Find the details on the Radiothon page at DailyDodge.com. Don't miss your chance to indulge and give back.
Ugh, Randy, my kitchen and bathroom are straight out of the 90s.
Oh, like Friends reruns 90s? Or dial-up internet 90s?
Full-on dial-up, Randy. Oak cabinets, busy countertops, it's all very talk to the hand.
Sounds like your spaces need some serious upgrades. A professional floor covering, we do more than floors. We've got cabinets, countertops, and design help to take your kitchen from all that to all this.
So no more as if every time I walk in?
Totally. We'll help you ditch the outdated look and bring your kitchen and bathroom into this century. You'll totes be feeling like you're in a spa, but like without all the whispering. Unless you want that, I guess. Get the process started by visiting PROFLR.com or stop by our showroom in Beaver Dam.
Nice, bro. These renovations are gonna be the bomb.
No doubt.
When life starts to sound a little bit like this, that's when you know it may be time to change your tune. The Wisconsin Lottery has exciting games starting at just $1 to help make your day sound more like this.
Scratch off, scratch off. Quick pick, quick pick. Fast play, fast play. Jackpot, jackpot.
With so many chances to win all kinds of prizes and new games introduced all the time, including more than 80 new scratch games every year, you'll be saying,
Wisconsin Lottery, better than laundry. So many ways to play, may add some fun to my day.
Right. Wisconsin Lottery has scratch games, lotto draw games, and fast play games starting at $1, with prizes ranging from small to jackpot. Available now at your favorite Wisconsin Lottery retailers.
Everyone knows summer doesn't start until the volleyball leagues at Tower Lanes do. The matches run Monday through Friday nights, starting the week of May 11th. Get your team together. It's only $50 to reserve a spot. This league is all about fun, no refs, just friendly competition. Play on sand courts, enjoy the outdoor bar, partake in the food and drink specials, and even rush through some pitcher races. Rosters fill fast. Register before the intro meeting April 27th at bowlandbeaverdam.com. See you in the sand at Tower Lanes in Beaver Dam.
Hey, it's Randy from Professional Floor Covering, bringing together friends and neighbors on Hometown Today on your hometown station, 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Welcome back to Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. And we are joined here today by Kim and Todd Halverson from the BDACT Paddle City Big Band. And you both have an exciting performance coming up on April 26th. Can you tell me a little bit about that and about your special guest?
Yeah, our concerts are more than just a band playing music. We basically have a show. We have an MC who does a wonderful job.
Our very own Terry Bell.
Very own Terry Bell. Yay! And every concert, you'll kind of get a little background about the songs and what the stories behind them were. And then hopefully we have a very wide variety of kinds of big band music. From the old-fashioned, what you think of big band, 1940s dance music. We always do traditional songs from that era. But we also go all the way up to modern music, but played in the style of big bands with that big band instrumental setting, right? Mm-hmm. And this concert will be about 2 hours. Usually we have an intermission, and there's always a really cool featured drink called the Paddle City Lifesaver and Preserver, right? It's got
that's cute.
hypnotic liqueur. It's very good. It's a very tropical blue with the theme, right? Yep. So you can come and have one of those at the intermission. We have a guest singer this year. We always try to feature somebody party, and he will be doing America the Beautiful to honor our country's birthday, and a really cool soft shoe kind of tapped style dance to Singin' in the Rain, just like Gene Kelly back in the day. We also have some other great songs. You want to talk about?
You want to say who's doing our?
Oh, David Burjoyce. Yeah, that would help. Our guest artist, who is a retired teacher, also music teacher, and he has been in over 199 musical theater lead roles in the state of. I mean, I guess all over in Wisconsin mostly too. But yeah, he's really amazing. So he sings with a lot of groups.
And Mark Lefebvre is also, we're going to feature Mark Lefebvre on a song that he arranged, Moon Dance, which will feature the high school teachers.
Yep.
Okay.
He's doing that, so that's kind of fun.
Yeah, and Spinning Wheel. The thing that Todd and I really enjoy finding music that is different. So the Spinning Wheel, like when we passed it out, all the musicians are like, well, this isn't the Spinning Wheel that we know. It's very different, but really fun. You can hear the song that you know from the 70s, but it's not quite the same because it's been adapted or changed. I always like to think of it, it's like an arrangement that's in a new way. It's an old song you might know, but it's a little bit different, so it's interesting.
We have an interesting song called Captain Crunch, which has nothing to do with the cereal.
Okay.
Unlike what AI said. Right?
Yeah, on AI did it is not the cereal. It's different than, we're not a gigging band. Gigging meaning going out and to play for people for money, weddings or stuff like that. That kind of pigeonholes you into a certain amount of songs, and you play the same things over and over.
Yeah.
And it's always, I can't make that gig, I can't make that gig, so you're always scrapping for musicians. We're more of a jazz orchestra where we play everything from big band up to the modern stuff, and we've been very fortunate over the years. We've only had one musician leave because he couldn't drive at night anymore, but we gained two people instead. Otherwise, everybody's been in this band since its inception.
Yep.
So do you two work together to compose the music that you perform?
Yes, and that's been really fun. Our very secret encore, Todd did a great job. We were driving down the road and we heard Frankie Valli, Who Loves You, and we both went, oh, and Todd went home and wrote it out. Oh, it took a few weeks, but yeah, so we'll be secret. That was a secret, but it's really exciting.
So you kind of mentioned how the one song has a twist, or it sounds different, but it sounds the same. Do you both work on that to make it, or is that it is your work?
Yep.
That's
so
amazing.
we do have some. We have a really we met a really great big band friend out in LA on Facebook, in a Facebook group, and he's been helping us get music that's out of print or that was never published from his days of playing. He had a big band out in LA, and he's retired now, and so we've been getting some charts from him, which has been really exciting. We played a song, MASH, the theme for MASH, a couple concerts ago, and it was just amazing. It was so different, but yet it was still MASH, but it was so fun. And Spinning Wheel's kind of like that too, just a little different. This time, I think we have 5 original arrangements that we have done together. One that I was kind of having fun with is my mama always loves Just a Closer Walk with Thee, and that whole Dixieland style. And I thought, well, that's something we haven't really done a lot of, Dixieland, and we have 2 clarinet players in our sax section. So I thought, oh yay! So I arranged Just a Closer Walk with Thee. It starts out with a really solemn trombone choir, and then it just progressively turns into the New Orleans style, funeral procession, and ends up being a party at the end. So I can't wait to play that for the concert. But yeah, and we're doing a Chicago song. I love the tune Old Days, so I sat down and arranged that for the big band. It's just a really fun little Chicago bop, so it's kind of fun.
And so you're the you play the piano, you're the trombone. What other instruments are involved in the band?
Saxophones,
okay.
Alto, tenor, bari, trombones. We have trombones and bass trombone. Trumpets, a lot of them will double on flugelhorn, which is a larger version of the trumpet, more mellow. Then we have drums, bass, and piano, and we have a vocalist.
Yep.
Is a vocalist the special guest, David.
Yes.
This time, yep, but Mark Lefevre also sings, and sometimes his wife Jessica joins us too. So yeah, we try to make it so that if you come to this concert, it's not just jazz.
Yeah.
But it is jazz. But it is there's something there for everyone, and we try to go all the different eras of music of big band, but also just all the different types. We've done country western in the big band style. I mean, we do it all, and it's been really fun.
What makes it great is that we're in this wonderful performance space of Beaver Dam Area Community Theater.
Yeah.
We have professional lighting, we have professional sound, we have wonderful 334-seat auditorium that is climately controlled, because that's what I get to do as the facilities manager. On that, concessions, and it's just a wonderful experience. If you have not had a chance yet to go to the community theater, it is such an enriching thing for this community to have. Down at what would be the old St. Pat's School, if you're unfamiliar where BDACT is down on Maple Avenue.
I know when BDACT has been in here before, we talked about like how it is so special for this community to have a theater like that.
Exactly.
That doesn't happen in every town.
Right, and we do have a ticket price, and you can get tickets online.
You can get tickets at bdact.org, $15 for adults, $10 for students.
And part of the reason why is so that we, the ticket price helps us pay for our rehearsal space and for all the people that work at BDACT, and anything beyond our expenses stays for the theater. So it's a really win-win situation. The musicians and Todd and I, none of us get paid. It's just it all goes.
Well, they get treats.
They get treats. I make treats.
They get treats and pizza.
I try really hard to make treats every week. But yeah.
But if you can come out on the 26th, 2 o'clock, Beaver Dam Area Community Theater, we'd love to see you. And then afterwards, at Uga Brewing, they host our Afterglow. Come meet the musicians, because we don't want to break down our chairs right away. We want to go down and talk with people.
Come down and talk and share. We love to talk about the concert.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just so you know, every year we're very lucky that the theater's allowing us to kind of have a schedule. So in the fall, every Sunday before Thanksgiving, Paddle City Big Band concert, or the last Sunday of every April, Paddle City Big Band
We're
concert.
still trying to negotiate with the Packers so we can get that the game either late or
not on the same day.
A Thursday night game, but so far it's been
And
unsuccessful.
And then the other thing that we would love to mention is that our band is kind of limited, and because there's specific number of instruments. But in the summer, Uga has been so wonderful to support. We're doing a jazz jam 3 times during the summer: June 4th, July 9th, and August 13th, which is all Thursdays from 6:30 to 8:30. If you go on our Facebook page, you can find out for sure any more information. But bring your instrument down, or there'll be mics and words for singing. And we do standard, the American songbook, basically. It's basically live karaoke.
Amazing.
And it's been, and we've had high school kids come down, which has been so cool to see, the older people supporting the new people learning. And it's been really fun out on the patio. So we'd love to see you down there too.
Well, awesome. Well, we only have about a minute left. Can you remind folks where to get tickets, how much they are, and then if they're not able to go to the show on Sunday, how they can keep up with your band and everything you're up to?
You can get tickets online at bdact.org. Just click on the View All Shows, scroll down to Paddle City, hit Buy Tickets, and you can choose your seat and be there. The box office is open from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Tuesdays and Thursdays. You can buy them right there live. You can buy them the day of the show. Just show up early, because there's a line, and we're always waiting.
Yay.
We want to start at 2 o'clock.
What
else do I want to?
Yeah, Facebook. Paddle City Big
Band. Follow our events on Facebook.
You can contact us there if you have any questions about the
Paddle
Jazz
City
Jam.
Big Band at gmail.com if you need to get a hold of us or interested in
Yeah,
what we
we'd
want to
really
do.
love to see you. And if you don't think I don't really like jazz, come down and give it a try, because it's a very wonderful show, kind of like the old days when I used to go to my grandma's and watch Lawrence Welk. It's kind of like that in a good way.
Awesome.
I mean, it's very unique for this community. I mean, if you want to hear jazz, you got to go to Madison or go up to the Fox Valley. We have, Paddle City Big Band. We have Beaver Dam Area Community Theater. Or we have the orchestra. We have community band. What a wonderful arts community that we have here.
I have to be moving here from Brookfield. Not saying that Brookfield doesn't have a great arts community, but I didn't realize how much especially in a smaller town, that you would get such a great arts community.
And we're so happy to be able to offer Paddle City because it's one little piece that maybe wasn't there, and now it's just another addition to a great situation of music in this area.
Yeah. Well, thank you both for being here.
Thank you.
And I look forward to hearing about your concert on April 26th. But when we come back, we are going to be talking with Wally and Diana Ogle from the Park Village Shopping Center. That's next on Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
ABC News, I'm Sherry Preston. President Trump saying he thinks there will be another round of ceasefire talks with Iran soon. That as a senior Iranian military official threatens to halt trade in the region if the United States doesn't lift its naval blockade. Iran's nuclear program remains at the heart of the stalled talks. The Justice Department is asking that most serious federal charges of seditious conspiracy be dropped against those who took part in the January 6th Capitol riots. Here's ABC's Pierre Thomas.
In Tuesday's filing, DOJ officials stated that they have no further interest in seeking to uphold the convictions. President Trump has claimed that the Biden DOJ had been overzealous in its prosecutions. Critics say the administration is trying to purge history by erasing the convictions of people who had committed obvious acts of violence, all in the name of blocking the peaceful transfer of power.
Testimony continues today in Austin, Texas, as the parents of a girl still missing after last summer's flooding at Camp Mystic try to keep it from reopening. This is ABC.
Whether you're waking up or getting ready to hit the hay, you can always count on great content from 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge in the Slumberland Furniture Studio.
Now this news update on Wisconsin Radio Network. I'm Tad Aylin. A special session of the legislature called by Governor Tony Evers to ban partisan gerrymandering will continue this week. Unlike prior sessions called by the Democrat governor, the Assembly and Senate adjourned until Thursday, with Republican leaders issuing statements indicating discussions were ongoing. Citing time away from family and other personal reasons, State Senator Jesse James has dropped plans to run this fall against Democratic Senator Jeff Smith in western Wisconsin. James is now the fifth Senate Republican to leave and the third from a competitive district. And a new University of Minnesota study finds no link between fluoride in drinking water and lower IQ in children. Researchers analyzed data from 10,000 Wisconsin high school seniors spanning nearly 70 years. Earlier studies that raised concern focused on extremely high fluoride exposure levels, not the low amounts used in public drinking water systems. Tad Aylin, Wisconsin Radio Network News.
For 70 years, the Humane Society of the United States has worked to end animal cruelty. Now, we're continuing that mission as Humane World for Animals, because we work around the globe to care for animals who are suffering today. And we tackle the root causes of cruelty for a kinder tomorrow. We are Humane World for Animals, and together we can make a difference. Help make change for animals. Visit humaneworld.org.
A message from Tia Mori, actress and Fair Celebrity Ambassador.
Game day isn't staged, it's lived. It's the shopping, the cooking, the laughter. For families managing food allergy, preparation means everything. It's knowing the signs, having a plan, and carrying epinephrine everywhere life takes you. Because readiness doesn't take away the risk, it brings back the joy. When you're ready to act, you're ready to live.
Visit foodallergy.org/ready to act to learn more.
In sports, the Brewers gave up 3 runs in the top of the 9th and lost in 10 innings to the Blue Jays last night, 9-7. It was their 6th straight loss. Trevor McGill blew the save. Grant Anderson took the loss in the top of the 10th for Milwaukee as they gave up 3 more. Miz pitched 5 1/3 innings despite being sick. He gets the no decision. Series continues tonight. Chad Patrick at the start, 6:05 on 95.3. NBA playoffs last night. The play-in tournament, Charlotte beat Miami in overtime. Portland won at Phoenix. Tonight, it's Orlando at Philadelphia. Golden State's at the Clippers. You can hear the Warriors-Clippers on ESPN Beaver Dam at 8:30. All of Tuesday's high school games washed out because of the storms. That's your Daily Dodge Sports Center. I'm Wade Bates on 95.3 WBEV.
The sound of your hometown. 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Chance for storms with fog and spots today, otherwise overcast skies. Highs level off around 69. Southwesterly winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Overcast tonight, thunderstorms likely, lows dip down to about 52. Highs level off around 66 and foggy early tomorrow, chance of thunderstorms. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Right now, 60.
Ashley, quick question. How does my phone know exactly what food I want before I do?
Because advertising works, Wally.
That feels powerful. A little scary, but mostly powerful.
Exactly, and local businesses in our area can have that power too. With DailyDodge.com, 95.3 WBEV Radio, YouTube, and more. Businesses partner with award-winning local content that people trust. See and hear your businesses everywhere.
Everywhere, like all of our different live news and talk programming?
That's right there along with interviews including anyone from state politicians to neighborhood musicians. And that beautiful Daily Dodge TV studio you'll see can be sponsored too.
Wait, that sounds familiar. Well, anyway, what about sports fans?
Pair with 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam and Daily Dodge TV. Joining high school play-by-play coverage and passionate fans is a big win for branding a business.
How does someone get in on all of this?
Call 920-885-4442 or click Contact Us at DailyDodge.com.
Wow, it's that easy to start a great partnership for your business today.
Big brats and big bucks.
You're going to want to hit all the stops for the 2026 Brat Fry and Summer Sweepstakes season, presented by Hometown Glass and Improvement and Newman Pools. No food or drink purchase necessary to participate in the contest. Buy a delicious Pernitz Premium Brat with a soda or water, and proceeds will help with the John Moser Children's Radiothon, all for just $2. Find the complete Brat Fry schedule on the Brat Fry page at DailyDodge.com.
Our first Brat Fry is Friday, May 8th, 11 to 1 at Ballweg Implement. You can find them at 1749 North Spring Street in Beaver Dam.
Hi, it's Randy from Professional Floor Covering, bringing you Hometown Today on your hometown station, 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
And welcome back to Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Hello, Kale.
Good morning, you two. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Happy Wally Wednesday.
It was a good way to celebrate, too. Bang the drum all day. It's got me ready for the draft next week, thinking a little Packers.
Yeah, you're going to be headed out to the draft. I feel like that one kind of snuck up on us. I think it's because I think it's sneaking up on us this year because last year I think we just had so much warning and preparation because of being in Green Bay, so it was very, very, very much on the radar. And this year it was just like, oh, right, it's late April. It's like almost draft time.
Think about it this way, too. Last year, not only is it in Green Bay, everybody's fired up for that. There felt like a lot of team needs. This year, you don't have a first-round pick because you traded for Micah Parsons. So you're not picking until day 2. It's very easy, I feel like, then to be like, all right, it's kind of a soft draft class anyways. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, very, very true. Yeah. Well, it's been an interesting week so far with Mother Nature here.
Yeah.
Again, really showing off for Severe Weather Awareness Week, and so we had some of the crew here last night kind of monitoring all the weather that didn't really amount to much here in our direct area. I know we had some pretty good hail down in Watertown. I know a number of areas in our area saw some pretty good rain, but all that tornadic activity kind of just stayed out of our direct vicinity here and kind of went everywhere else. But we had a couple of us here at the office last night keeping an eye on things, and as we kind of awaited, we were watching one of those live stream, meteorologists on YouTube that kind of looks at all the different storms going on around the area. Obviously focused a lot on Iowa for a while there. A lot of crazy rope tornado down in Iowa. Like one of the most, Wally will tell you too, we saw it. I mean, one of the most picturesque rope tornadoes you'll ever see.
Photogenic, as they would call it.
Did you say a rope tornado?
Yes. Very, very thin, but very, very long, and it kind of twists on its way down. The height on it was unbelievable.
Old school elephant trunk.
Yep, exactly. So, but one of the fun parts of watching the stream is you're hitting areas all over the country, and you're going into little small towns in Iowa and Wisconsin and Illinois, and there's a lot of difficult town names to pronounce. And so I thought this morning, in honor of that, we could play a little American town names, real or fake.
I'm in.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you guys the name of a town somewhere in America. I'm not going to give you the state right away, and I just want you to tell me if it is a real town in America or it's not.
I'm ready.
Makes sense? Simple enough. So here's the first one. Chicken.
No.
There's got to be one.
All right, so Ashley says fake. Wally says real.
I'm saying Southwest America.
Middle Well, Wally's partially right. It is real. It is in Alaska. Chicken, Alaska.
Oh.
I feel like I should only get half a point.
How about mayo?
I'm going to say false on this one.
Yeah, me too.
Ooh, you're both wrong. Mayo, Florida.
All right.
Imagine saying I live in Mayo, Florida.
Yeah, there'd be
course it would
so
be in
many
Florida.
jokes about the mayo going bad in the sun, too.
Yeah, you're right. There is. How about monkey's eyebrow?
I feel like this has to be real because it's so specific, but
Yeah,
at some point he's
but
got to throw a fake town.
I think it's real.
I'm going to say fake then.
That is real. Monkey's eyebrow, Kentucky.
Of course. Thanks a lot, Kentucky.
Well, last night, Wisconsin one's like 7 Mile town or something. Like, that's original.
I forget. Do you remember there was there's Iowa. There was was it Joe Davis County? I love that the county has two names.
I had this question last night, and it was not answered. Why do we have a county named Iowa in Wisconsin?
There's counties all over the country that have different state names as a county
More
name.
importantly, why isn't Juneau, Wisconsin in Juneau County, Wisconsin?
Thank you. That was my next one.
I have wondered that my entire life.
Here's my other thing. I'm new to Dodge County. There's not a Dodge City in Dodge County,
No,
correct?
but there's Dodgeville in another county. There is an actual town named Dodge somewhere else.
But what I don't understand is I'm from Brookfield, and my county is Waukesha County, which is a city. But then up here we have Dodge County, but Dodge isn't a city in the county. It makes no sense. Whoever named the counties should be questioned. Because again, why is Juneau County a county, but Juneau's in Dodge County? And why is Iowa County a county in Wisconsin, but the state's also Iowa? Like, what the heck?
Listen, at this point, I'm just glad we don't have Illinois County, Wisconsin. That would drive me nuts.
Yeah.
All right.
It's already driving me nuts.
Back to the real or fake. Next one on the list, possum crank.
One of these has to be fake. We're
Possum
tied right now.
crank.
I'm going fake.
I'm also going fake.
That is fake. Yeah, there's
Okay.
no possum crank. How about Bigfoot?
Yeah, I know that's real.
Real.
Any guesses where it is?
Don't we have one in Wisconsin, or is that Michigan?
I think it's either Tennessee or Alaska.
Oh, not quite. Texas.
Dang.
Bigfoot,
Okay.
Texas.
There's only one Bigfoot? I felt like there's a billion Bigfoots.
I guess I'll have to look it up and verify, but according to my list, it's in Texas.
Okay.
Satan's Kingdom.
I hope it's fake.
Real. Satan's Kingdom, Massachusetts.
That population has to be like a 1.
Well, it also just plays out there. It's probably near Salem.
That's exactly what came to mind too. I'm like, really, you guys already have Salem and enough spooky stuff happening in Massachusetts. I don't know that you really need a Satan's Kingdom.
No,
there.
I'm going to steer clear of that town.
How about Ding Dong?
I like that, but I'm going to go fake.
I'm going to say real.
It is real. Ding Dong, Texas.
Back in the lead. Thank you, Ding Dong.
Stinky Finger.
Fake.
Fake.
That is indeed fake.
I feel like no town's going to name themselves like something insert derogatory term.
Yeah, exactly. Soggy Bottom.
I'm going to stick with fake. Same reason.
Fake.
Yeah, you guys are onto me. Soggy Bottom is fake. PP.
Real.
Unfortunately, I think that's going to be real.
I'm glad that Wally got this right. I'm a little disappointed that he didn't know it for sure, as it is PP, Ohio.
Where in the world is that?
Probably
PP, Pennsylvania.
Probably one of those unincorporated towns.
Yeah, is it spelled like it sounds?
PEE space PEE.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, only in Ohio, right? Paw Paw.
Oh, it's in Pike County. Nobody cares about Pike County. Sorry, what was that?
Paw Paw.
I'm going real.
It's going to be someone in the southeast. Going after their grandfather.
It is real, but it's in Illinois.
Really?
Yep,
I was going to go Idaho.
I've actually driven past Paw Paw a couple of times in my life, going down to St. Louis.
A lot of right church, wrong pews over here.
Exactly. And last one on the list, Booger Hole.
No way.
It's got to be fake.
Booger Hole, West Virginia. Never been there?
I have not. This makes me a little self-conscious that you're pulling out so many that are probably within 2 hours of a drive from my house.
Yeah, there are a few too many on this list that are far too geographically close to areas you have lived.
It's Appalachia, baby.
Yeah, don't whatever you do, don't go digging in Booger Hole though.
No.
You won't find any gold, believe me, huh?
Probably will,
Learn the hard
unfortunately.
way. All right, so okay job there. Like you said, you got most of them right. Your guesses on where they were pretty far off. But today
Map
is
Tap 2.0.
today is an important day. Do you guys know what today is?
Tax
April
day.
15th. It is tax day today. So hopefully everybody out there has filed their taxes. If not, you've got until midnight tonight. So get on it. So I thought I'd give you guys a little quick tax day true or false. So I'm going to give you a statement about tax day and taxes, and you tell me if it's true or false. Number one, in the United States, tax day typically falls on April 15th unless that date coincides with a weekend or holiday.
I feel like it's April 15th no matter what to make it
I'm
easy
gonna
on
say
people.
false.
I'm going to say false
You think
as
it's
well.
April 15th no matter what? No, it's true. If April 15th falls on a Saturday or Sunday, we just had that actually a few years ago. If it falls on Saturday or Sunday or a holiday, which once in a while it's Emancipation Day in Washington, D.C., then the deadline is moved to the next business day.
Okay,
So I know a
interesting.
few years ago their tax day landed on I think a Saturday, so then that following Monday was tax day. Because it's the government, it's IRS. They don't work on weekends. Are you kidding me? No
All
way.
right, I probably should have figured that out.
Filing an extension for your tax return provides you with extra time to pay any taxes you might owe. True or false?
I know it's going to be false because my idea of tax extension is just keep filing an extension. I won't have to worry about it.
Yeah, you're right. That is false. You can file the extension, but you're still technically owe your money the day of tax day. So if you don't file and you owed in and you didn't pay it, you're going to have penalties both for not filing time and you're going to have fines for not paying.
Yeah, like you dodge jail time, you still owe the money, but now you got interest rates on top of it.
Exactly. All residents of the United States are required to file a federal tax return regardless of how much income they earned.
I think that's true.
False. Nope. There are minimum income thresholds. So if you made under a certain amount, you don't have to file your taxes.
Credit to me for not making an income joke there. Credit to me.
Yeah, exactly. I actually kind of knew this because
We don't have to worry about it.
The first couple of years in high school, working part time, I didn't make enough that I didn't have to file taxes, which was pretty nice.
I miss those days.
The federal tax day deadline is always the same as the deadline for filing state income taxes. So federal tax day deadline and state tax day deadlines are the same.
I'm just going to hope it's true.
I haven't said a word during this segment because I truly just realized how little I know about taxes.
I'm going to say true.
Ashley, any guesses?
True.
He's willing you to say false.
False. It is false. Now, most states do align their deadlines with the federal tax day, including here in Wisconsin. But a couple of states like Louisiana and Iowa often have different filing deadlines. Tax day was originally established. It's now April 15th, but originally it was established as March 1st when the 16th Amendment was first ratified in 1913.
True.
I'm going to say true just because I'm still convinced the Ides of March means something for taxes.
True. The deadline was originally set as March 1st by the 16th Amendment. Then it was moved to March 15th in 1918. And then finally in 1955, it was moved to April 15th to give the IRS more time to process more complex returns. Let's see.
Could give them more time.
If you are this is a really tricky one. If you're a U.S. citizen living and working abroad on tax day, so if you are working overseas today, you're automatically granted a 2-month extension on your federal return.
True.
I'm going to actually say false. I feel like you still have to pay a percentage when you're out of state when you're due.
Ashley, you got one. True. U.S. citizens or residents living
No big
outside
deal.
the United States are allowed an automatic 2-month extension to file, though interest still applies to any unpaid taxes. So just keep that in mind. And finally, any refund owed to a taxpayer will be forfeited if the return is not filed on or before tax day. So if you are getting a refund from your taxes and you wait, your refund will be forfeited.
Sure. Yeah, I'll say true.
True.
No, false. You
Okay.
generally have up to 3 years before they'll actually.
I
forfeit
needed
your
some
return.
good news out of that, so I'm happy there was some there.
That makes you feel a lot better, doesn't it?
So a little better.
All right. Well, there you go. I mean, so we learned today that you guys don't really know much about taxes, but you know what? You're not alone. I think you're probably right up there with the average American these days.
Yeah, I don't know ball.
I just listen. I don't mind paying taxes. I just think the whole filing system is ridiculous. Like, why don't we're in the year of the Lord 2026. We have planes that can fly at Mach 12. We have AI that can take over 50% of the jobs that we do. And somehow the government can't find a system to figure out how to take exactly the right amount out of our checks over the course of the year. They're like, oh, yeah, you have to pay us money. Okay, how much? Well, we're not sure, so we're just going to take a bunch, and at the end of the year, then at the end of the year, we'll figure it out. Cool, so we're at that point where we need you to actually do that math. The system's ridiculous. That's all
I'm out
saying.
on it.
That's
I'm
all
good.
I'm saying.
Pass. Hard pass. I'm done.
Yep, I'm out. Well, we're going to go to break, and we're going to talk about what's coming up in Dodge County, not tax-related. That's next on Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
We are the Hookster crew from Hookster's Market and Greenhouse by Fox Lake.
We will be opening April 23.
Our hours for April are Monday through Saturday, 9 to 5.
And we're always closed on Sundays. Come on down to Hookster's Market and Greenhouse.
In 1987, the Bucks took on the world and changed basketball forever.
At stake, basketball supremacy in the United States.
Bucks versus the World, narrated by Charlie Behrens, is the new season of Behind the Bucks podcast, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. It's the untold story of the 1987 McDonald's Open, when the Bucks became the first NBA team to face the Soviet Union. Listen now on Bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
Join Beaver Dam Unified School District Superintendent Mark DiStefano this Thursday at 11:10 a.m. for Let's Talk, as he brings you the latest updates from the Beaver Dam Unified School District. From exciting achievements in academics to highlights in student activities and athletics, there's a lot to celebrate across the district. We'll also shine a special spotlight on Washington Elementary School and the great things happening there. It's Beaver Dam Unified School District Superintendent Mark DiStefano, Thursday at 11:10 a.m. on DailyDodgeTV and 95.3 WBEV.
In a small community like ours, homes are more than addresses. They're where kids wait for the school bus, where neighbors wave from across the driveway, and where summer evenings turn into conversations that last a little longer than planned. A house may be made of lumber, but a home is where life happens. At Klodowski Real Estate, we're proud to help families buy, sell, and move forward right here in the community we all share. If you're thinking about making a move or just have a question, call 920-219-9212. Klodowski Real Estate, local homes, local people, local heart.
Prizes, exclusive experiences, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting dailydodge.com/contests.
That's dailydodge.com/contests.
Hey, this is Randy from Professional Floor Covering, welcoming you back to Hometown Today on your hometown station, 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
And welcome back to Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. And what we got going on?
Got lots going on. Did I hear little Wally singing down there?
Uh-huh.
You better believe it.
Love it. It's like the voice of an angel down there.
Thank you. Songbird of my generation.
You are. You're like Fergie and Jesus.
Thank you.
Got plenty of stuff going on. I know it's been kind of a crazy week already with severe weather. Kind of keeping an eye on some weather later today. Not so worried about this one like we were last night, but we'll keep an eye on it. And obviously, stay tuned here. We'll get the latest going on there. But if you got your taxes all filed, you want to celebrate, you're getting a nice refund, you can head down to the Grace Presbyterian Church Rummage and Bake Sale going on that kicks off this afternoon. It's going to be from 4 to 7, and then they'll be back at it tomorrow from 8 to 4, and then Friday again from 8 to noon. I do love that we're getting into rummage season. Either you guys big into rummage season?
Any kind of fair, or like whether it's a craft fair, a rummage sale, go to the Dodge County Fair, like go to shopping there. If it's kind of got that like small town, like I'm gonna be there on a Saturday morning feel.
Yeah,
I'll be there no matter what.
Yeah, I love it. A rummage sale season is just so much fun. I just love it. It's just like fun to see stuff that other people had. Like, hey, I never thought of having that. That looks cool.
It's the Forrest Gump. It's what Mama says. Life is like a box of chocolates. Never know what you're gonna get.
Exactly.
You never know what you get in a rummage sale.
Exactly. I found all kinds of things at rummage sales. So and you know, people have found like things at rummage sales that they bought for like $2 that turns out to be worth like $10,000.
I always feel bad for the seller.
Yeah, I
know. You're like, oh, they didn't even know what they had. They didn't even know what they. I would have a hard time if that happened. I would have a hard time like not going back, be like, I'm still gonna keep it and get the money, but I'll split it with you.
Nah, little Tim's sitting on the stool this year. Sorry.
Oh man, other stuff going on. We got Brewers baseball coming up tonight. As the Brewers take on the Blue Jays. I don't know what's going on with them these last few days.
So my dad and my mom they just flew to Italy last night. They left at
Must be nice.
5 p.m. last night to go. And I wake up to a text this morning from my father. He's on the plane. What the heck is wrong with the Brewers? The minute he got into Italy, he checked the score, sent me a text. What is going on? I said, Dad, this is what happened, whatever. And he goes, well, that sucks. Enjoy Italy, Dad. Have a good trip.
The Brewers are not brewing right now, and I
No.
don't like it. So hopefully we can. I don't know. And the injuries thing is just bothersome this early in the season. But yeah. All right. So we got to have a little slump, I guess, and hopefully they'll be back to being our regular favorite. Can't count them out Brewers pretty soon here. So yeah, Brewers baseball coming up tonight. Pregame following the Barn Show at 6:05 p.m. And that's about what we got tomorrow on Hometown Today. It's Beaver Dam Chamber's Spotlight on Business. So we look forward to getting to meet a couple of area local businesses on the show tomorrow.
Can't wait to watch that.
And tomorrow, Wally will be at the Brewers game.
That's right. You're going to be on the bus trip, Wally.
First one of 3 this year. Make sure if you weren't able to get on the first one, as soon as we open up, these go fast. So make sure you jump on it.
Yep, exactly. So it should be a good time. Can't wait to hear how it goes tomorrow.
Me as well, but that's going to do it for us today on Hometown Today. We'll be back same time, same place tomorrow on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Life is full of adventures. Get the most out of them with the help